They say humor is good for the soul, right? Well, if nothing else, General Motors' Mary Barra has given my soul some humor and some warmth. Thank you, Mary. Now, Tesla's Elon Musk has responded to General Motors' claim that they lead in EVs in not only America, but worldwide. And this is what he had to say. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. You are watching the electric Viking. Now, that's not what Elon said. That's my spiel. Now, welcome to all the new subscribers of the channel. Fantastic to see you here. Awesome to have you. Now, remember, we've made more than 630 videos over the past 6 months. And a lot of that information you just won't find anywhere else on YouTube because we're a new channel. Probably didn't see any of those videos. So make sure you check some of those videos out. There is a lot of information there about what is really going on in the electric universe of vehicles and cars and batteries and where the future is really going to be. So this is actually getting quite hilarious. And I don't know about you, but I'm being thoroughly entertained by Mary Barra and lately now by Elon Musk's response to what Mary Barra is saying. Now, Mark Kane reports for Inside EVs that while most of us are simply focused on the electric vehicles themselves, it's hard to escape from the surrounding topics, especially as the EV market expands and changes the paradigm. It's actually getting hilarious. Mark, I'm with you. It is getting hilarious. Sorry, I'll try not to laugh too hard. Okay, come on. Earlier this month, GM's CEO Mary Barra was asked about EVs, and she said that General Motors is the market leader. Not only that, she added that we are not going to cede our leadership position to anyone.
We have said, just like we're the leader today, if you set aside, with the distortion that's happening with the semi shortage, we have been the leader in the United States. We've been number 2 in China for many years.
Now, those words were later amplified by US President Joe Biden at GM's Factory Zero EV plant tour. It starts here in Detroit. In the auto industry, Detroit is leading the world in electric vehicles. You know how critical it is, Mary? I can remember talking to you way back in January about the need for America to lead in electric vehicles. I'm sorry, I don't do an American accent, but And I can remember your dramatic announcement that by 2035, GM would be 100% electric. You changed the whole story, Mary. Wherever you are, there you are. You did, Mary. You electrified the entire automotive industry. I'm serious. You led, and it matters. He's serious. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. And it matters in drastically improving the climate by reducing hundreds of millions of barrels of oil that will not be used when we're all electric. He said everyone's already gone all electric in another paragraph. But anyway, up until now, China has been leading in this race, but that's all about to change.
And it starts here in Detroit. In the auto industry, Detroit's leading the world in electric vehicles. You know how critical it is? Mary, I can remember talking to you way back in January about the need for America to lead in electric vehicles. And I can remember your dramatic announcement that by 2035, GM would be 100% electric. You changed the whole story, Mary, wherever you are. There you are. You did, Mary. You electrified the entire automobile industry. I'm serious. You led, and it matters. And drastically improving the climate by reducing hundreds of millions of barrels of oil that will not be used when we're all electric. Up until now, China's been leading in this race, but that's about to change.
Now, Biden, Joey boy, that isn't about to change. In fact, it's about to accelerate. Now, I hope and pray for all of us, all of our sake, that it doesn't accelerate to the point of just total domination by China, but it's looking that way unless GM and Ford do get off their butts and really start following through with what they said they're going to do. But they need to be 100% electric by 2030. They can't be pussyfooting around and saying they're going to be 40%, and of that 40%, some of those will be plug-in hybrids. That just will not work. Now, most of us who check sales stats were very surprised that General Motors is considered as the all-electric car market leader because the market share is simply not there. Also, Ford said recently that it intends to step up its game and within 2 years become number 2 in the US electric vehicle market, second only to Tesla, as a potential position for further expansion in the future. GM would be number 3 at best in this vision. Ford is much more humble, and that's a highly appreciated attribute. I think the things that Jim Farley's been saying recently make a lot of sense. He's recognizing reality, something which Mary Barra is clearly not capable of doing. He accepts that Tesla is the market leader, that Ford's nowhere near that position, and that Ford has a lot of work to do. I really appreciate what Jim Farley is doing. He's trying to push the company to go electric quicker, faster, and he's trying to literally motivate them. Now, in the case of GM, Mark Kane says that we have an unusual abundance of market leaders right now, and the news prompts Tesla's CEO Elon Musk for a response. Elon says, hypothetically, if they did make lots of electric cars, then they would be the leader. So, he's leaving the door open. There is a chance, however, GM is not producing electric cars in the US right now. So you can't actually lead that which you do not do. Now, the Chevrolet Bolt EV, EUV duo continue to be halted through the end of the year, while the GMC Hummer EV is barely starting. Customer deliveries are expected in December. I personally think that they made a pretty big mistake in making the Hummer EV first. Making the Hummer EV is cool. I mean, it's a showpiece. It's good marketing for electric vehicles, but it just doesn't make any logical sense. If they had to actually focus on making, say, the Silverado an EV first, and that was on sale now, that would be huge for GM. Huge. Now, Eva Cyberfox tweeted in response to Elon's comments, hope they finish talking and get down to business eventually. and Elon has said, yeah, that's it. Full stop. We must remember that General Motors has spent a lot of time developing and preparing for production of its all-new Ultium platform. I will give them that. Depending on how good it is, the company could really rebound in 2022 and show that the battle for EV leadership is on. Yeah, no. The leadership has already been won and done. Tesla has taken that. I'm sorry for fans of General Motors and Ford and everyone else in the market, but Tesla has an unassailable lead. But the battle for number 2 position, that could be done. I mean, GM could take that, and I hope they do. Now, this is kind of a good battle because, as Mark says, the customers are always the winners. Now, seeing this heat up, it's really going to start to put pressure on GM to start delivering. And I think what this means is it will push them to make more electric vehicles than they previously had planned on. So maybe Joe is actually playing chess here and he's a few steps ahead of everyone else, and he knew what would happen. He knew that GM would be forced into this position to reaffirm his comments that GM are the global leader in electric cars, and that therefore that would actually push them to sell more of them. So Joe, if that was your plan, genius. Well done. Thanks for watching the channel. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Mary Barra's comments and about Elon Musk's response. Could GM become the #1 global leader in electric vehicles? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.